wonderful 14th century Lacock Abbey, home of one of the greatest pioneers of photography, William Henry Fox Talbot. Who, in August 1835, made history by capturing the world's first photographic negative, a window in the South Gallery. One of the problems Talbot struggled with throughout the 1840s was the difficulty of rendering an image permanently. But in 1852 and 1858, he introduced two patents of photoglyphic engraving. Throughout its 800-year history, Lacock Abbey has been many things. An Augustinian abbey, the home of a Tudor robe, and although the abbey church itself has long gone, it now stands as a fine and imposing National Trust property, which has latterly served as a location for a number of films and television productions. Fox Talbot's fascination with photography began on the occasion of his honeymoon in Italy in 1833, when, frustrated by his rather ineffectual attempts to capture the happy moment in paint and pencil, he wrote, "How charming it would be if it were possible to cause these natural images to imprint themselves durably and remain fixed on paper." This frustration led him to immerse himself in a new process of photography. Prior to his breakthrough in 1834, it was not thought possible to produce multiple positive copies from a negative image, nor to permanently fix a photograph to paper. Besides his photographic interest, Talbot was also a chemist, linguist, and archaeologist, and invented the salted paper and calotype processes that improved the daguerreotype of his French predecessor L.J.M. Daguerre, and later found general use in the 19th and 20th centuries. As part of the exhibits at the Abbey, there's a charming room where a number of his instruments are on display, as well as a collection of his early photographic experiments, skeletal leaf forms and flowers, as well as portraits of his family and the life they led at Lacock. In addition, there are examples of his plates from his The Pencil of Nature, made between 1844 to 1846. In the entrance to the main exhibition, there is displayed a large collection of both 2D and 3D cameras. Today, when we all have access to a camera or phone, when photographs may be snapped with ease by millions all over the world, many uploaded to the internet for all to enjoy, who would have thought that all this started at stately Lacock Abbey back in 1835? A convivial individual, Talbot hosted gatherings at the Abbey for his peers and those colleagues he met through his role as a Fellow of the Royal Society. Among them was Sir Charles Wheatstone, the inventor of stereoscopic 3D. He and Talbot had previously tried to apply Wheatstone's stereoscopic drawing methods to photographs. It's wonderful to know that the two great British pioneers of 2D and 3D imagery worked together to extend stereoscopic imagery into photography. Sadly, due to Talbot's poor eyesight and his images being shot too far apart, the experiment proved unfruitful. Lacock Village. Lacock is a quintessential English village, replete with picturesque old streets and quaint cottages. because of its picturesque streets and cottages that remain untouched by modern development, Lacock remains a favoured location for sundry films and TV productions. In 1995, the BBC series of Pride and Prejudice used Lacock as the Meryton of the novel, as did other TV dramas such as Downton Abbey and Cranford. In addition, the feature films Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Warhorse, and the American horror film Wolfman were all filmed here. The beautiful 14th century church of St. Cyriac alone make a visit to this village eminently worthwhile. Anyone with a love of photography and film owes an enormous debt to William Henry Fox Talbot, the Englishman who made such a huge contribution to the advancement of photographic methods. Phil Brown, 3D Phil, decided to make this short 3D film not only to honour Talbot's role as a pioneer of photography, but also to acknowledge his association with the father of stereoscopic 3D, Sir Charles Wheatstone.